what's it called? I've got my map open. The map's always been quite laggy, especially when it's zoomed out this far. What town is it? I'm probably around here. I'll follow this road all the way and I'll get into Krasnostav and then the airfield. So, I did see a corner. Which way have I came? Right, so. Managed to get myself turned around here, so this way. That seems about right. Yeah, there's the road there. There's the road. Right, so this one will take me into the town. I'm going to have to be really careful when I get to the airfield because, as I said before, bandits generally like to hang about there because you can get military weapons. Somebody's abusing the side chat there with their microphone. I think they're trying to play music for us all or something. But unfortunately the VoIP for Armed Assault in this mod is not very good. So, yeah, you see people are getting quite angry there. Nice and funny guys. Oh, he's back again. Sergeant Francis Processor. Oh well, it's keeping me entertained on this long run. And hopefully everyone else. I'm not even sure what the fuck that is. What is that? Oh, it's not. It's Feces Processor. It's not Francis Processor. So, Sergeant Feces Processor. For all those of you uneducated types, feces is stool, and for you who don't know what stool is shit. Falcon Punch. I think that's what it was. Falcon Punch. Okay, so just up this hill there should probably be a couple of houses and then on into the town. Might be a couple of things I can loot from in here. As you can see on the bottom right there, my water thing is starting to get orange. Once it starts to flash red, that's when you should start, you know, taking it, because I think you start to take damage after that. The food one doesn't run out quite as quickly because I think it's kind of based on realistic kind of stuff. Like food doesn't run out as quickly as water does, because you know, water first, then food. You know, you need water more than you need food. Survive a certain amount of time without each of them, and water is the least of the two, so you need to drink that more often. I think I actually had a couple other water bottles in my bag, but now those are lost at the bottom of a lake and I cannot retrieve them, so I am in trouble in that regard. I actually had quite a decent backpack as well, because it was filled. What am I talking about? It had a lot of spaces to put some extra stuff in. I had chem lights and bandages and ammo and food and all the good stuff. So basically I had to, after I got to the dam and lost it, I have to start basically again. On a road here. I know there's a house actually on the road just before I got in here before the last time. Luckily for me it's at night time, so at night time the zombies seem to all be indoors. At least, well, maybe the majority of the zombies are indoors. And when zombies are indoors, they have to walk, so if they have to walk, they can't run at you, and if they can't run at you, then you've got the advantage. Especially if you're using a Makarov. And I really don't want to use my M14 on zombies, because you can kill a zombie with one bullet in a headshot. In fact, there's a barn down there that I went to the last time I came along this road, and there were zombies there, so... Just reading the chat again there. People talking about choppers, because I don't think it's maybe on the server, I don't know, or whatever server you save the vehicle on, I suppose. It might actually come around with you whatever server you're on, but some people managed to repair a UH-1 Huey, and they were flying it around in raid and stuff. I saw it in some other YouTube guy's video. You're probably going to want to avoid people with a helicopter, in all honesty. Alright, so here we're finally coming across a group of zombies in the barn. Get my chem light out, because I want to at least illuminate it so I can see them. They always sound like they're really close to you. They don't really have a working kind of... In fact, I don't even know how to describe it. It just means, it sounds like they're right next to you, but they're actually inside. Like, see, if you look up just underneath the debug monitor, you see there's an ear and there's an eye. Basically, those are your detection meters. If they're not showing any bars to the left of them, then that means no one can see you. That was a terrible chem light. Just need to throw it less. Hey, there we go, in the barn. Right. So, if no lines are next to them, then no one can see or hear you. Well, the zombies can't see or hear you. How many have we got on here? Oh, fuck. I think someone's noticed me. Right. Ah, there he's there. He must have been just close enough that he could have saw me easily. Sometimes I don't understand the zombies. Okay, let's see if we can get anything off these guys. We could get a steel bolt for a crossbow, but I don't have a crossbow, so I will not be picking it up. And generally, because I've seen videos of people using the crossbow, and it is terrible apparently, so let's pick up that chem light just now. It's not a very good animation for it, but you know, it works. Oh, look, here we go, finally some loot. What have we got? We've got a steel bolt and some road flares. I'll take the flares. Might as well. Better them than nothing. Maybe anything in this corner? No, there is not. Okay, so time to get out of this place. So we killed 2 more zombies. I've killed 153. Now I have 77 headshots, which is not too bad. Find my way back up to the road, because the road will lead me to the town, and I want to get to the town. Right. I might as well explain a little bit of the debug monitor here. The top right, the first thing it says is the zombies killed, so self-explanatory, right? Zombies that I've killed is 153. Headshots below that, 77. Now murders, probably sounded funny the way I said that because I'm Scottish, but never mind. I have killed 0 players altogether, so I have 0 of those. I have not killed any bandits, as it says 0. The blood I have is 9,928.56 out of 12,000. So 12,000 is the basic starting amount. I don't think you can increase it more than 12,000. But that is... basically it means I've taken a lot of damage along the way and I had to get a lot back and it took me a while. Eating food gets you your blood back. Also getting blood packs. And if you get hit enough times by a zombie or a player, then you start to bleed out and you need to bandage yourself, and that's what the bandages are for, and that's why I'm worried that I only have 1 left. Zombies is below that. That's the amount of zombies in the entire game world. I don't know if you can see very well, but up there on the left there's a house. It's an enterable house as far as I remember. Maybe some loot in there I can get as well. Maybe some food, preferably some water, and maybe some bandages as well. The unsaved true thing is because the server and all the data you've got in the game is saved to like an actual server ran by the people who made the mod, and that's where all the information goes. So anything you do in the game gets saved to that. So when you disconnect and the game automatically saves, you then log in back to exactly where you left off. Of course, if you die, you don't get to go back, you have to respawn back in the coast. There's a deer stand here, which I never noticed the last time. I think there's maybe some shine and some light, but it's maybe just a graphics glitch with the thing. Okay, there's some stuff here. Let's see, what do we have? A lot of chem lights. There's also a Stanag magazine here, but unfortunately I don't have a gun that fires Stanag rounds. Or 5.56, I'm at 7.62 for the DMR magazines. I could take the chem lights, but I don't really need them, so I'm just going to leave them. Especially